Okay, so we're gonna quickly talk about it before some other person comes in here. I'm in the ladies and I'm about to have a shower, and this is the routine. Dirty clothes, clean clothes, shower, get out, put on the clean clothes and leave, right? But I mean, so I routinely have a problem with the Planet Fitness in Langley, BC. So I'm gonna show you quickly. I just had her in here. There's bugs in here, it's disgusting. You see that black dot? That's a shower moth. Ew, look at it. That's disgusting. Here, let me rest my elbow. Oh, it's so gross. You can see the back, its wings there. They live. Like I walked in, there was 5 of them on a wall. And as soon as you turn on the moist hot shower, they love that, and they'll land on your nice clean leg. They live in the sewer. So they live in the fetid water, that nasty bacteria water channel there, and they routinely exterminate for them. They wouldn't if I didn't keep on them. Like there was literally a cluster of 5 of them right there around that door when I walked in. So I pulled her in here. I'm like, hey, your bugs are back. And they just exterminated for them a little while ago, and they'll hatch again. And yeah, so I'll get into it later, but there's a reason why it's like this. There's 2 consistent, quite large problems here. The place has got a bug infestation, and the water is always ice cold. So that's not clean for you. You can't clean the bacteria off your skin. You're also showering in a place, or I am, not you. I shower in a place with probably 100 people a day, because 100 people go in and out of these showers and these change rooms and those toilets. So, and the sink. So I try not to brush my teeth in the sink anymore. Whenever I have water in my van, I will choose not to brush my teeth in that sink, because the water backs up in the sink. It splashes on your face. It's disgusting. So I would say we're going to do a review one day of all the Planet Fitnesses I frequent in British Columbia, and there's a lot of great ones, but this is the worst Planet Fitness of all of them in BC I have ever had the displeasure to use for years now. So we'll talk later. I'm going to shower with the bugs. I bet you there's a bug in here. I just don't want to do it. Okay, well, I'm gonna grab the soap and get in and get out while Buddy just lives there. Hopefully it doesn't land on me. Ugh, disgusting. See you later. So guys, we're just leaving Planet Fitness here in Langley. That was a really good shower. Let's go outside here. Thank you. Nice of somebody to let me out. Beautiful day. You see behind me? It's a lovely day. There's no cars. Let's make a break for it. So it was I'm gonna drop my bag. It was 14 days of the flu. That was pretty crazy. I have 1 more day of antibiotics to go. Thought I'd bring my makeup bag into Planet Fitness so I wouldn't scare you guys on a camera today. I think I did 1 video. I think I have 5-6 videos up, and I did 1 video there where I think I was on day 3 or 4, and it was pouring rain in my van, no makeup, and I took you over to this Planet Fitness here. The sun's already going down over that building there. Nice to see my van, nice and dry. Everybody's windows are so fogged up these days. So let's hop in the van. Lots of seagulls in this mall. All these kids behind me are doing something. One actually crapped on me, he said. Hilarious. Beautiful day out here. Really nice. Beautiful day in this park today. It's 4:15 and the sun's gonna go down. We only had about 8 hours of sunlight, and it's gonna get less as the days go by through winter. Blessed dry day though, look at it. I love parking here at this park. There's a high school here, over there, beyond that big oval track over there that they made. Langley Airport is right there. And we are pretty well known for biplanes and all kinds of cool and interesting planes. There's a guy that lives in a camper van. He's a helicopter pilot, actually, and I see his van, his vintage van, in one of their parking lots. So that's pretty cool. He's probably banking money for a house to pay it off and not have a mortgage or something. Who knows? So the 5 o'clock traffic is lining up over there. Lots of traffic. They're gonna back up that light there. Used to be a little farming town. Now it's over 100,000 people. Just crazy. So I'm gonna make a tea and get up on the deck because I made a deck for this Chevy Express van I picked up in July. I've had it about 3-4 months now. I hurried every day to make this van, from deconstructing some kind of horrible build it had to putting in the basics of insulating a floor, making a vinyl floor. I'll show you this side. It's got a track and a little kids park over there. I have a lot of good meals in that undercover area in the fall when I want to get out of my vans. Yeah, so I've taken this van from something that was pretty bad of a build to something insulated and a nice floor. You know, I don't know about you, but I think ladies really enjoy a little bit of what would look like home, even in a van. Sometimes men might care less, but it's nice to have a nice little floor, and I really need a cabinet. Let's shut this great van off. I just love this van. 2002, runs like a charm. So let's take off my rain boots that I actually shouldn't even be wearing today. Yeah, look at my kitchen. My kitchen and my hand washing station and my toothbrushing station and my face washing station. But you know, got some hand towels yesterday, so I have literally used paper towel to dry my hands for so long, and I waste so much money. Ridiculous. And a big towel will never dry, so I got these really thin, cheap towels for $2.97 from Walmart. And now I can dry my hands and have this flimsy little towel dry during the day, even on a moist day. With the heater from the van, it should work and dry it out. Need a shoe rack or something, you know, like something to cover the carpet here to keep it clean. Tuck my rain boots behind my coat. And we're just gonna make a tea right now is what we're gonna do, because I really want to hop up on my deck. I never see my deck ever. I don't ever see it. Yeah, it's a nice little kids park on that side. So, electricity's on. Flip that $5 Value Village IKEA light on. Let's get some water. And my Wolf cup. I love my 90s Wolf cup. So cute, right? Let's take some honey out. Peace River honey. Like, shout out to them, right? Beautiful. It's about $9 a tiny jar, though. There is a lot of beekeepers in this area, in the Fraser Valley. So I should actually frequent someone's farm. So we'll give this a rinse. Fill it up. Yeah, so I do this all day, every day. So I need a cabinet. I've looked in Facebook Marketplace for a cabinet consistently for about 3 weeks, and it's tough to find exactly what you need for a van. You don't want particle board cabinetry in your van. That looks like it's enough. Do not waste the water. That is $6.99 for 20 liters, and I'd go through probably almost 2 of those a week. Let's turn this on. Yeah, so it has to be the right dimensions, right? Because behind this stove is a wheel well. Behind the stove is a big hump right there. So if I put a cabinet along here, I'd have to carve out the back so it could be set against the wall, because there's this big wheel well behind there. So nice. So nice it's dry here right now. Beauty. Let's look out at the park. maybe open the door. I could take the trash off the door. Need a trash can also, right? Wow, so nice today. Yeah, so as I was saying, I deconstructed his build for about from the end of July to the end of August, and then I got really crazy busy on making a deck up here. I stained all these boards. I measured it to fit, created what I wanted, and then I stained them 2 coats over 4 days. And they stunk so bad, I had nowhere to put them, so I would throw them on top the roof racks at night. And they would dry overnight while I slept inside the van so I wouldn't get poisoned. And one night I opened this Max Air. I didn't even have the fan running. I had no electricity. I just opened the vent and the fumes just poured in here. I closed the vent, opened all the doors and aired out my van so I could sleep that night. But I did that for 2 consecutive days and nights until they were dry and nice with 2 coats, and then I put them on up there and I assembled it all with these. So you can get these U-bolts from Canadian Tire or even Princess Auto. They're about $4 a piece, so it wasn't that cheap. And I have 2, 4, 6, 8 of them. And I strapped these crossboards that I just cut roughly to fit. You can see they're not perfect. I mean, I did all this myself. You can do all this yourself too and have a lovely deck. Then I called Renogy and I ordered this 400-watt solar panel kit, and I put that all up there myself. That was incredible. I had to drill pilot holes before I even put those bolts in. And you know what? I did all of those by hand with a ratchet and a socket because I didn't even have tools. I think it was like 36 bolts, and my hand was red and swollen by the end of that. But you know what? Look at that. And today we're gonna get up there. Maybe I'll take this van to Whistler one weekend. I'm sure you guys have seen Whistler in some other videos. Sorry. No. Come on. Let's do it. Turn that up. Yeah, I'm sure you guys have seen Whistler in other people's videos or travel videos, or you've been there yourselves. Just beautiful. Be nice to get up on that deck on a clear, crisp winter day, right? Yeah. So I can hear a plane. I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Oh, it already took off, or I would have showed you. It's way over there, like far left. My camera wouldn't pick it up because I'm using an iPhone 16. I don't have any fancy camera equipment either. This is just what it is. So we're gonna have some tea. There's, I think, 3 kinds of tea in here. I got some mandarin orange. Be nice to have some loose tea and squish it in a press, right? Mandarin orange, some passion fruit and ginger. I like the mandarin orange, so I think I'm gonna go for that. Honestly, I just want any tea when we get up there. Also, I need to take the rest of these. Got another day or 2 of those. Antibiotics sap your energy, but they sure save your life, right? Can you imagine if we didn't have antibiotic therapy? Incredible. Airplanes, flying disease pods, everything transfers from one country and person to another. Yeah. I don't think we'd make it very long. Pretty glad to have antibiotics. I think that's hot enough for me, you know? I just really want to get up there. Ooh, condensation nation, like we talked about yesterday in a different video. Need a tea kettle with a little spout, right? So let's open this. Throw it in there. Yeah, it's a precarious thing to pour that. All right, let's fill it up because I plan to sit up there for a while. Put a lid on the condensation. Nice. Yeah, that's how you do it. Free tea, honestly. $3 a box. And in the veggie bin, we have Wonder Bread. At least it's brown. Silver Hills, that's amazing bread, but that's $6 a loaf, right? So let's eat a banana while we're at it. And a halo orange, possibly. But I'm looking for some ginger root. And in this mess is a lemon. So let's use some of that. Grab the knife out of here. Yeah. Not everything's very fancy in a van, right? So let's have a seat and prepare a nice cup of tea and get on out there. Like, I'm not even gonna put this stuff away. I just want to get out there. Big hunk of lemon in there. Yeah, when you live in a van, it's very different than living in a house. Try and keep it clean. Try big piece of ginger root. Oh, don't cut my thumb off. Another thing I'd like is a cutting board, you know? I don't have a cutting board. I should get one of those. Oh, that ginger smells amazing. There's some prefab honey that I got from my Tim Hortons coffee because I cheated and had a Tim Hortons this morning. But no, we're going to use this good piece of river honey. Because honey is health, you know? This is amazing honey. Whoa, it sure looks good. Oh, it's stuck in there. Yeah, so that's the thing. When you are in van life and it's winter, everything is frozen. In 4 more weeks, the water I carry in my vehicle, that'll be frozen solid. It won't even run through that USB pump. So that's when I start picking up jugs of water for like $2, and I just use them sparingly, and I keep them right near the heat source. Mind you, it's getting pretty warm in here these days, right? Got that nice Airtronic that I put in here. Never had a heater for 8 years until this year. Wow, look at that. So that cost me nothing. Like, it cost me the price of a tea bag, a piece of lemon, a big hunk of ginger, and some great piece of honey. Let's shut the hydro off. It's a lot for me to get used to. I'm pretty impressed by it, you know. I haven't even really used it. We'll just leave this here. Yeah, let's get up there. Put on some shoes and get up there. Bring this tea. Ugly plastic fork. So pretty soon when I get my kitchen cabinet in this space right here, that I'm gonna put maybe 2 nice plates, like fine china, 2 nice plates and some nice goblets. And there's so many nice things in thrift stores people have given away. Like, I could have gold rimmed plates for 50 cents each, you know? Let's put on the shoes, get out of here. Yeah, no need to be eating off takeaway dishes all your life, even in a van, right? Let's take this tea in my wolf cup and oh, wow, peeps, look. May not look like a lot to you, but it's heaven to us. Yeah. So dry. So nice. There's still lots of agricultural land that way. That's east, that way. All those cars lined up at that 4-way. The infrastructure just can't keep up with the amount of people that come here all the time. I think I'm gonna, let's climb up here. I'm gonna have to put you up here and then I'll go back for my tea. Yeah, look at my deck. I love it so much. So I have these 1x3s, and truly, I just wanted something to break up the interest of the, I didn't want it to look like a cedar fence, the whole thing the same 1x3s. So I put 3 of these, which are 1x4s, and they're more broad, just to break up the pattern, you know, and have, you know, a little bit of more real estate each board, but I really didn't work it out till the day I just started. I went to Home Depot, I got 8 boards, and then I found out I was too short, so I went back a couple days later and got 2 more and continued staining and cutting and just moving them around. And I just decided, hey man, maybe 2 inches is good. And I just roughly 2 inches blasted a screw in and kind of eyeballed it. I didn't use any kind of a chalk line or any fancy tools. I used a handsaw, a cordless drill, and that's it. And a ratchet and a socket for all these panels, for all those screws. And I did all of that myself. I went and frequented my RV guy, I think 4 times in 2 weeks. He was getting really sick of me probably, but he's so gracious, right? He's lovely. I'll give him a shout out at some time, his business. And he drew me diagrams, we talked, and I'd get it wrong, and then I'd go back, and then I figured it out. Like, I spent a whole lot of money on this kit, and it didn't even come with enough of these Y connectors that I needed to meld 4 panels into a positive and a negative going through the roof. Like, they send you, I think, 2 of those, and I needed 4 of those, so that was that. So, let's put you up here for a minute, and you can enjoy it. I wonder if you'll fall off. Probably. Oh, you're gonna see my roof rack, sorry. There you go. You can sit there and do that, because my tea is getting cold. And quite frankly, I'd like to be safe and have both hands and not have a camera on me climbing up and down this ladder. I have CPR, but I can't do it on myself. Anything over 20 feet plus is a fatal fall, and this isn't fatal, but holy cow, I would whack my noggin. Could have some sort of mild head injury from it. Not great. Ugh. Beauty. Oh yes. How lovely, right? Sit up on my deck. The leaves are blowing off the tree. So nice. Yeah, it used to be a quaint little farm town. It's the horse capital of British Columbia, actually. In the southern part of Langley, there's some multi-million-dollar homes and a lot of stables. You can sort of see the sunlight through there, eh? We'll take it. That's all we get. We'll take it. Yeah. Beautiful. So let's turn you around. You can have a sit down. Talk for a while. I think I'm good to be up here for a good 10-15 minutes. I don't want to get too chilly. Like I said, I've had probably 12 or 14 days of antibiotics. It's not so fun in a van when you're sick. But I mean, you're gonna get sick anywhere, right? Whether you're in a sticks and bricks, you're in a van, you're a homeless guy on the street, you live in a work camp northern BC and you never get out of there, you could be sick there. Yeah. Just look after yourself. Do the best you can. I see a biplane, but it's not low enough for me to show you. It's incredible when they take off from here. They're like, just seems like they're just right over you, right? And they cut it pretty close. I think I'm probably the most prepared I've ever been in 8 years of van life. 3 vintage Jeeps and 7 or 8 vintage vans in 8 years, no heat, no electricity. I feel pretty blessed right now to have all this Renogy stuff and an Airtronic heater in there, Easy Pro. Nice, very nice to hit that button 2 or 3 times in the middle of the night. Take the wet and the chill off the inside of that van. I really need to put some sort of thermal curtain separating the cab area with all those windows. I just lose my heat and it's moist, and that's not good for your lungs and your stuff.
So I need some sort of thermal curtain, some better weather stripping on my doors. I've got a really unique Chevy Express where it's got barn doors on 2 sides. 2 doors, and then 2 back doors, and then 2 front doors. Like, I have 8 doors. And the seals are mostly in pretty good shape, but you can see sunlight. So if you close up the van and you make it dark in there, you can see the sunlight and the cracks and the bottom cracks of the doors where they fit together right in the bottom there. There'll be sunlight. I felt some air coming through there this morning. So I need some supplementary seal. I'm not going to redo the Chevy seals. That's costly and they're in pretty good shape. And you can also condition those. So I might buy something to rub on those seals and moisten them and plump them up again, because apparently that's a thing. I love working on cars. That's mostly why I've had so many vans. And we'll get into that at a later date, why I've changed vans so frequently and all of that. I just really like cars. So yeah, I think I might buy product off Amazon, but truthfully, I don't like using Amazon. I don't buy stuff off there. Once you get it, you wait like a week to get it. And then when you get it, it's not what you want, or it's not enough, or whatever. And then you got to send it back and have the money refunded. What a bunch of hokey business, right? So I'm going to go to Home Depot later on tonight, and I'm going to go get some just foam with adhesive on one side, some door seal trim that you would use around your windows or your doors in your home, right? So I might do that. A door sweep is not going to help me. Oh, here comes a helicopter. Let's see if we can show you. That's cool. Chopper. Wow. Look at that. It's cool, eh? Rounds that little corner. He's gonna set himself down there. Nice. Can't believe the traffic here now. That was cool. Wonder if he's the guy that lives in the van. There's a Great West van in that parking lot, like my red one I had this summer, that everybody kept staring in, so I sold it. He lives in one of those. It's blue. I don't know if that's him, but that's pretty cool, right? Got all planes in there. You can pay for flights. You can go on a short flight, you know? Fly over. Hey, I would love to take Harbor Air. So there is the same situation in downtown Vancouver. Maybe one day, with a little bit of money, it's probably more than I can afford, but Harbor Air is a thing. Let's turn you around. Hi. So Harbor Air is over in downtown Vancouver in the harbor, Cole Harbor, somewhere around there. And you can take that flight and they'll fly you all around Vancouver. And you can see English Bay, downtown, North Van, Lynn Canyon, the Capilano Suspension Bridge. All of that would be just, Stanley Park, that would be legendary to have a flight like that. I would love to do that. So on nice days like today, I will take you to downtown Vancouver, but more than likely, we're not taking this great van. We're gonna leave it here safe out in the Fraser Valley. I will have to take an hour-long bus ride and then get on the SkyTrain and another 45 minutes into Vancouver. It's about a 35-40 minute drive from Langley, but it's about an hour and 45 by public transit. Just dismal ride. Wow, that helicopter's loud. So I'll take you down there on a nice day, and we'll do some touring through Gastown, historical Gastown. I'll tell you all about Gassy Jack and how that place used to be. And I'm going to make a special YouTube about Jimi Hendrix, because Jimi Hendrix has a great connection to Vancouver. Black history, very important time in Vancouver's history that was just about snuffed out, and now we're getting a social conscience, and people are starting to revive the Black history part of Vancouver, which is down near Main and Terminal, down there. Hogan's Alley, look it up. They ruined it for a viaduct in the 90s. They enacted some janky law that made it able for the government to actually squish miles of people's homes and all their neighborhoods and the places they gathered for over 80 or 100 years. And it was all wiped out for viaducts. And now here we are 30 years later. The viaducts are ugly. Land is at a premium. Now they're demolishing them. And we have a social conscience, thank God. So now we get to celebrate Black history in Vancouver. And the neighborhood is going under some sort of tiny revitalization. But mostly everything is getting gentrified there. That's a different YouTube. Wow, is this ever heavenly, I tell you. A hot lemon ginger orange tea on a deck that you made yourself. I really busted it out that last week to get this up. I was working a social services job, 3 locations in Hope, BC. I worked there for 3 months during the summer while I was building this van. It's about 120 kilometers from here at the start of the beautiful Fraser Canyon. I worked a women's transition safe house. I worked a motel program where there's about 15 suites, and people facing homelessness and addictions got to live there, and they were primarily 50 to 65 years old, so they were a pretty chill group. And then I worked down the road at the Frontline Shelter where people were using pretty hard, and a lot of CPR happened, but we got some time with people to case plan with them, keep them safe and healthy. Some of them we funneled into the motel program because they were getting a little more stable after they were in the shelter a little while. But that was a hard place to work for sure, but I was busting out this van really hard the last 4 weeks there. I'll show you a beautiful view of Hope and me sealing up the housing on the underneath this van where the wires going into the roof, because it was just starting to rain. And everything I did, I looked under there one day and went, oh no, I didn't run sealant around the housing where the wires go in. It's a big square housing, you gotta lace it. So I took all the boards off, enjoyed a sunset. I'll show you that. That was a great day. Anyways, I'm just chatty. I want to tell you, I thank you very much for watching. I thank you for subscribing. I never thought I'd feel this way, but I'm so happy. I felt a little alone in my van life. A lot more at stuff like Christmas when things are closed and people are gone away or in with their families, or they have Christmas parties at work, you know. Sometimes it's a little lonely in van life, but I try, and I'm in my hometown a lot, so I feel connected more so here than when I'm located in, say, Hope for the week, or maybe out in Vancouver for a couple of weeks. No one knows me there. I'm pretty faceless, but I can tell you, I thank you guys so much, because I feel a sense of camaraderie. I don't see you, but I know you see me, and I feel like you're listening when I'm talking to you, and I appreciate that very, very much. I'm really enjoying YouTube. I think this is my 6th or 7th video. I'll have to learn how to edit a little bit more tonight and put it together. Thank you for watching. I could just chatty to you for another hour, but I'm sure it's not all that exciting. So we'll see you another day, and thank you very much for watching. It's kind of a nice night sky, right? Because I spent so much time chatting to you on my deck there, it got dark pretty quick. And because I'm coming off the tail end of a 14-day illness, let's let this guy go here, I decided to treat myself a little bit. And what I mean by treat myself is I'm not cooking in the van, and I'm gonna spend a little money that I normally wouldn't spend and go and eat somewhere. And I'm going to eat there at the most expensive time, which is all day, because if you go, this is a great money-saving tip, so I'm going to include a lot of those in my videos. Maybe I'll do just one whole video on a bunch of money-saving tips. I'll write them down for you and we'll talk about it. But this place here charges about 1/3 the price for their meals that are pretty expensive at 7 o'clock. They shut down the food buffet at the end of the day, and they take all the trays, and there must be about 20 trays of amazing Chinese food that's made fresh and hot all day long. But they take those trays and they take them to, whoa, don't hit me, buddy. They take them to the back. Look at the sky. That's beautiful. They take them to the back and they put them in containers. So they'll make up meals out of all those trays. And then they'll just put a random small price on them. So a Chinese food container with 2 or 3 different items in it that would have been probably about $15 or $16 becomes $5.99. And that's pretty incredible. And they have a nice place to eat. Right there, T&T Market. They have a nice place to eat in the front where you can sit kind of like pub style, and you can face outside of those windows on the right-hand side there. So that's a great place. Let's go in there. But we're going to pay full price for the food tonight. It's sold by the 100 grams. I think it's pretty expensive. It's like $3 100 grams, something like that. And that's a lot of money, my friends. So let's turn this great van off. I don't want to leave it for too long either, because we're out in a parking lot. There's not much around here. There's a lot of cars going by. But I'm out on the end so that it's easy to pull out. But it's also easier to get broken into. And there are security guards walking around here once in a while, but not that often. So, I got some stuff in my pocket, like my keys. Just grabbed my keys, my glasses, maybe a little money there. That's unfortunate. It's going to be expensive, probably $12 to $13, $14 to eat here. But I really want a really filling meal with nutritious protein and veggies. So let's do it. Let's hop out. I'm going to take my big bottle of water. That's free. Anything to save some money. Everything is so expensive these days. Take a quick walk around the van. Make sure it's all locked up. Most of my reflectix are on my windows except for this one side in the front. So let's boogie on over there. Get some T&T. Yummy. A lot of shaking when I walk, right? Gotta be like a nicer walker so that you guys don't get seasick watching my videos. Like I said, I'm pretty new at it, right? Oh, there's someone right behind me. Everybody's rushing into T&T. It's pretty amazing, I'm not even lying. It's so yummy. And when it's raining 28 days, and you're in the van, and you don't have heat, wow, man, it is so wet and depressing because it's winter and there's literally, whoa, buddy, almost got backed into. Yeah, got to keep your eyes out. I'll let these guys go because they are tailgating me very badly. Vancouver people are horrible for that. They will tailgate you. They will walk right on the back of your heels, man. Like, there's so much room. Look at all the room behind me. But nope, you gotta walk on my ankles. And I'm not in a hurry. So let's go in to T&T. Wonderful place, right? Very bright and warm. Yeah, it's a nice place to grab hot food and eat here. And eat in the front and stay warm. And people watch, because that's always good. Nice aisles full of great stuff. Big Cola by Pepsi. Lemon Big Zero. Like, you see a lot of stuff here that Asian people would wear and eat and buy, and it's pretty interesting. I love different cultures, right? It's the first time we have something like this in Langley. That's definitively another culture. They make all the hot food here. These are pretty cheap, economical meals, but we really come for this. So I'll just put my water here, grab a bowl there. You can also grab a container of rice, which I do often. That's $2. And then you're not paying like $3, 100, how much is it? Yeah, $2.49, 100 grams, right? So you would pay that for rice. And rice is pretty heavy. So I mostly don't get rice. I'm gonna put on a glove here because they give you plastic gloves. So you don't have to touch 10 germy spoons. Very good. Great place. Gloves. Glove on. So let's grab a container. I'm gonna have a little bit of noodle. It's not that heavy, it's kind of carby. Mostly I kind of snafu the vegetables off of it. Look at that. Oh, look for those. Oh, the pork meatballs are unbelievable. Oh, I almost want one of those. What else is there for meat today? I don't know. We'll have to see the meat choices. There's a little bit of fish there. Great food, hey? Oh, wow. A lot of it's deep fried, though. I try and stay away from the deep fry. Green beans with garlic. Check it out. Oh, healthy. Now, this is where we start getting into the junk food, right? Lots of sugar, lots of coating. Ribs and black bean sauce. Let's do it. Oh, yummy. Just a couple. What's over here? Bean curd with mushroom. I don't really eat that. Fish fillet and spicy sauce. Oh, there's my favorite. Okay, so I literally come for this dish. Thank you. Excuse me a little bit. Thank you. This is my favorite, and they don't make it that often. It's spicy chicken with chili, and it is hot. Look at all the oils, though. Oh, I love this stuff. Oh, it's my favorite. So you get rice, and you put it in the corner, and you pour the spicy hot oil all over it. There's some zucchini and onion. Throw that in there. Oh, I love this stuff so much. So much good protein. What is she bringing out now? She's bringing out something else. Beep beep. Excuse me, sir. Thank you. Lemon chicken. 2 pieces of that. Wow, I bet you this is about $16 now. No vegetable, really. No broccoli. There's usually mixed vegetables here. So we're gonna go around. We're gonna go around. Are you bringing out any broccoli or mixed veggie?
Yeah, commission.
Okay, thank you.
Your favorite.
My favorite was a chili chicken. I know you know me, right? Yeah, my chili chicken down there I got today. That was amazing. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I come here so often, they know me. Yeah, I'm not going to get a big $2 rice today. I'll just put a little bit of rice in the corner, but we're going to selectively pick out the prawns. Because it's always good to do that, right? And you always want to stir it up so it's nice and warm. Lovely. That's a lot of food. Oh, that's heavy. That's $15, that feels like. I want some chili oil on my rice. Hey, do you mind if I grab this chili oil for a sec? Thank you. Woo-hoo. Okay, let's take the glove off. Use a clean hand, put the lid on. Cold and flu season, you know. Really appreciate these guys giving me gloves. So, now, we're gonna set you down because I can't do that with one hand. Awesome. Let's go. Thank you. Beep beep, excuse me. All right. Let's grab my water. And I get to stay warm and people watch. Like, who wouldn't like it? Oh, I love their bakery. We're gonna show you some of that as soon as these guys go by because I don't want to film them. Look at these Look at these, like charming or what, eh? You can get some mango pudding, some parfait, some little strawberry shortcakes. You can grab that. Those are pretty for $3.50 each, right? It's just a nice little treat, but it all adds up. It's all pretty expensive. I love their cakes. Their cakes are pretty incredible. I get these a lot for my family, and I'll bring them over there. Mango yogurt cheesecakes. And these fruit tarts. These fruit tarts are $5.99. Those are great. So let's go pay for the food and go people watch a bit. Excuse me. Thank you. Some buns. Like, what a fabulous store, really. Cosmetics. No, and I don't have one. I should have a T&T rewards card because I'm here enough. Gotta wait our turn. We're gonna weigh and then we're gonna chow down after we pay. This is the self-serve on the back side. The self-serve on the front side over there, there's probably 20 people lined up. There's only 3 tills and one's broken. Not so fun. Hungry. Let's go. Oh, this takes forever. People pay by their phones and they don't pull it up on the way to shopping. And then we're waiting for them to use their phone to pay. Terrific. Wish we could go back to the days where it's cash, you know? Those good old days. Wow. This person in front of me is tired of waiting. Okay, they have bread, so we're probably gonna get out of here pretty soon. But see this guy in the wheelchair, in the yellow poncho? I know him. See, he's got no shoe on the right foot. He's got like significant mental health issues, and you see him a lot driving around on that scooter in Langley in the pouring rain. That scooter's filthy. Yeah, all the best to him. I don't know where he lives, but he's quite the guy. Can you fix that, please? Thank you. The guy left it, broke it, and left it. Oh, nice. And she doesn't even finish. So yes, we corrected the problem. Okay. Can you help me again, please? Like 2 out of 3 tills don't work. And she's on the phone because she's super busy, right? Thank you. I don't know, the last guy kind of broke it and left. Bummer. No receipt. Okay, well maybe the guy at the next till is finally finished and I'll go there. I don't know. Let's just hang out and find out. Really like to eat my food. Please take your items. You know, I wonder how we got here where we're working for ourselves. Not only are we paying for the food. Thank you for fixing. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, we used to have like cashiers that gave you personalized service and you would even have a relationship with them. Yeah, beep it. Let it weigh. $8.72. Are you kidding me? That was a real bargain. That's what I think.
Have you scanned your T&T rewards card?
Nope.
Information needed.
Nope.
Have you scanned your T&T rewards card or T&T staff discount card?
Yeah, so we'll get out our payment.
Transaction.
My wallet here. Sorry for the fumbling. We're gonna beep a card. and get out of here. Thank you. I need some utensil. I forgot. Sorry. Let me pick your own here. Maybe a couple napkins. Thank you. Try and keep it simple and nice when I'm filming. It's very new for me, and I know some sort of the rules about filming. Let's go out in the mall. This is the pretty dead end of the mall. It's Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. So not a lot of people in here, which is great. Let's go sit at this little table. Yeah, there's a big food court down there and stuff. But I'm not really interested in going all the way down there. I just want to enjoy my food. I just wanted to show you T&T in Langley. It's a great place. Like, we never had such a buffet-style Chinese food. Look at all that stuff. I got fish, lemon chicken, ribs, chili chicken. That's 4 kinds of meat. That's good protein. Green beans with garlic, some shrimps in the rice, and noodles way under there. So that's pretty good. So I'm going to let you go for now and enjoy my T&T food. You guys have a great evening, and we'll see you on the next one. Hey guys, well, it's time to go to bed. It's been a pretty long day. I took you from the showers to the afternoon on the deck and a little bit of dinner at T&T. I've done some good editing at a Starbucks here, and I'm tucked in for the night. I got my Reflectix up on those barn doors, another set over there, and those back ones over there. I have a little bit of a sheet going across the front bulkhead for now, and that's up there, and I'm feeling pretty cozy and confident that no one's gonna bug me where I'm parking tonight. I think we'll go back here. We're gonna go back here on the bed and maybe show you a bit of this Airtronic heater. I put this Airtronic heater in here. Well, actually, another company did, not me. There we go. So that's the Easy Pro. So we're gonna click it once to turn the screen on. It's flashing for heat, so we'll click that. I have it set for, I believe, 25 Celsius, so we'll click that once. And the duration is 15 minutes, so we'll click that. And the red light goes on. So it's pretty easy to use. You can program it for different days, different times. You can program it for, I think, 3 different days, whole bunch of preset times. Your van will be warm. If you're coming off a hike, you can turn that on and you know your van's warm when you get there. Or you're at work and you work outside. Maybe you're a flagger, you work in construction, you live in a van in Vancouver, stealth-wise, and you want to save money for property, and you put one of these in, you'll program it, and it'll be warm when you get off your job, and you can have hot coffee and a meal in a nice warm van. Maybe you leave an animal in here for a little bit, and you want to keep the van warm. That would work as well. So anyway, I've had a really big day, so I'm going to click you off for now. It's been a really nice time hanging out with you guys today. That was a big day for me too, to do a lot of YouTubing and learn how to take you places. And yeah, I had a really good time. So thanks for hanging out with me. I have a lot planned for tomorrow. It's pretty fun and pretty cool and exciting. So maybe I'll take some video of that tomorrow. And you guys have a good night.